guys, what's going on YouTube? This is Jack here from Techno Assistant. Today, I'm just going to show you how to make these buttons from Avast. So just like that. This is actually quite simple. And if you would like to make the down state and hover state, which is when you hover over like this, and when you click on it, see how it gets dark? You can just change the gradient around a little bit. But for the sake of time, we are just going to make the normal state, which is just this. So, I'm just gonna make it a big area, but you can do whatever you want. You can make the actual button size, but I'm just gonna make a big area to work in. So I'm gonna do 500 by 500. You can do the same if you want. So then this is a rounded rectangle. So for that, we'll use the rounded rectangle tool, which is great for like drawing like just like rounded rectangles. But yeah, so this is actually a very simple gradient here. It's just gonna take a little bit of time to kind of match it. So we'll just keep an eye on this and an eye on this. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna go, I think that's kind of close, maybe like that. I don't know, I guess. Alright, and then down here, I'm just going to choose something a little heavier, like that, maybe. Maybe a little lighter for the top. So yeah, you guys can have these color codes down here. Just copy them. And then you want to hit reverse if the light is not on the top. But if it's already on the top, you don't have to worry about it. Alright, and then if we zoom in here with Control Plus, you can see that there's like a little gloss right here. And we can simply recreate that by adding a new layer and making this, you can drag it basically wherever you want, but make sure the color's white. See up here? So, and then we're just going to change the opacity, and it's very easy to make this gloss. So you can just like make something, because we're going to transform it anyways. So you're just going to hit Control T and kind of zoom in a little bit, because I can't really see. I'm going to go ahead and make this white. Just going to delete it and make another one. And change the style to no style. Oops, my bad. New layer, rounded rectangle tool. So if you zoom in, you don't have to transform it like I was. So just do this. And then don't worry about the top, we can cut that off. So go to style, no style, and color white. And then what you want to do is go ahead and change the opacity to something almost like that. See, so you can barely notice it down here. And that's what you want. So that's the good stuff. And then after that, you want to hold down Control and click on Shape 1. And then go ahead and click Control Shift I to inverse the selection. And then go over to Shape 2 and hit Delete. So that basically, oh my bad, you wanna rasterize this layer first, so you can like make changes on it. So you wanna rasterize Shape 2, then hit Delete. So basically, if you had like a black background or something, it would show the gloss. So that's your way of getting rid of it. So now if we change the background to black, so we can just double click on this layer and name it BG. And if we make this black, see, you won't see the gloss, but before you would have. So anyways, we'll go back to actual pixels, and that's what we got so far. Alright, and I mean that's pretty much it, but like I'm going to show you some other stuff like the outer shadow. So after doing that, you can go back to Shape 1 and merge shape 1 and shape 2, and they will both be rasterized. And then you can go to layer, style, and drop shadow, or excuse me, you want to go to layer, style, outer glow. And then if you make the outer glow just like something like that color, so gray, it'll look just like that. So like maybe about like that gray. Maybe you can't really see it much here. So if you bring the size up a bit like that and then bring it back down, so you guys can copy all of this if you want. We're just going to change the background back to white. It'll make it easier to see. Or not. I got a good idea. Let's make it blue or red. Red will work. Alright, so here you go. You can see the outer glow right here. And that looks pretty good. And then you can make the little symbols, you know, the pause, or the stop. So we'll just make the stop. So, and see how close it is. Alright. So, you want to hold down Shift to make a perfect square. And we'll just kind of make it like theirs. We'll copy off them. Like that, I guess. And then you want to go to layer, layer style, gradient overlay. Change the gradient to something like light red to dark red. So, light red to dark red. So basically like that. Alright. And this opacity is actually set to 17 for some reason, so you just want to bring that all the way back up to 100. And then in this case of this stop button, they have an inner stroke, and I kind of got the gradient messed up, so here, give me a second to fix that. You can copy the color codes once again. Alright, so that's kind of close, but then what they did to make it look like it stuck out is they added a stroke. So we're just going to add a stroke. And this stroke kind of looks like it's on the inside, so you can change outside to inside. And then you can make the size like a little smaller, like 1. 1 should do it. And then you just want to make it like dark, like the bottom color. So basically like that. And then maybe make the size a little bigger, so you can make it like that and ugly looking. So I recommend like 2 is a good size. Maybe you can lower the opacity a bit. But it's pretty simple. That looks pretty good, I think. And then I don't know what the font is. You guys can Google that. Maybe it'll come up. But we can just make the font real quick. And the font's black. So, alright. And just make it say stop. And it's my favorite font. And we got to change that to whatever that is. But in this case, we'll just make it Arial. That looks nothing like the font that they used. But anyways, guys, that's how you make Avast buttons in Photoshop. Doesn't matter which version, as long as you're not using like really old ones. But alright guys, see ya. Please comment on this video if you have any questions, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and like this video. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Please request tutorials, and don't hesitate to ask. Alright, see you guys. Goodbye.